What is up, everybody? This is O-Artistry here, and welcome back to the channel. So today's the day that we unlock Blue Angel, but first things first, we have the new mini box, Stage of Trickstar mini box. So we can see what my Trickstars can do. So we got Blue Angel, Holly Angel, even Trickstar Holly Angel, Shark Drake, Atlantean Dragoons, Pale Zodiacs, so there's quite a mix of cards. We had a brief look, but the mini box is finally out, which means we get some bonus gems and things, so it's definitely going to be interesting. Now, I've basically just grinded up the stuff we need, so at the moment, we now have 868 altogether, so that's how many we have. So as you can see, we got 500 additional gems. This will probably just be just unlock Blue Angel. So in order to unlock Blue Angel real quick, is just to complete episode 3. So we got more than enough points to get to episode 2, and then we'll also have more than enough points to get to episode 3. Now the question is, do we get... No, we don't. We do not get an extra 10 packs for free. So it looks like that either might be a main box. It could either be a main box idea, or it could well be a... it might not be mini boxes. Or it could have just been that one time only with the release of rings. So without further ado, we're just gonna open some packs. So this is today's video, or tomorrow's video. Is basically we're just gonna open packs. So I'm gonna do 2 videos. So the idea is one of the videos is gonna be pack openings, and the other video is gonna be unlocking Blue Angel, because I want to dedicate basically just the 2 together. So without further ado, let's open some packs. We'll see what we got. We'll read some of the cards, and when we start to get doubles, we'll just flick through. So it looks like we got triple Karibos, but no holos. So we got Trickstar Mandrake. So if this is sent from the hand to the graveyard, you can special summon this card in defense mode, but banish it. If this is sent to the graveyard as a link material for a link summon, you can target one monster in your opponent's link monster points to and destroy it. Trickstar Road. So this is a level 4, so you can discard a Trickstar card, which works perfectly with our other one. Target one Trickstar Link monster in the graveyard, special summon it. Okay, so that's pretty good. Each time a card is banished from your opponent's graveyard, inflict 100 damage for each one banished. And Princess Pickaroo, which cannot be normal summoned or set and cannot be special summoned, except with Trial of the Princess. During your standby phases, gain 800 for each monster you control, and it has 2,000 attack points, 0 defense points. Oh, it looks like we have something. We have a Link monster. So this could be possibly a super rare. It could be one of the ultra rares. So we have Giant Germ. When this card is destroyed by battle, sent to the graveyard, inflict 250 damage instead of 500. And special summon any number of Giant Gems from your deck in attack mode. Swap Cleric, a Cybers card for Playmaker. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a link material, you can have that monster lose 500 but draw a card. So it's not the best card. And Trickstar Holly Angel. So that's perfect. In 2... this is the second pack, and we've already got the ultra rare. We are lucky. We are blessed by Konami. Papa blessed. So there we go. Each time a Trickstar monster is normal summoned or special summoned to a zone this points to, inflict 100 damage. Trickstar monsters this points to can't be destroyed by battle or by card effect. If your opponent takes damage by a monster effect, this gains attack equal to the damage they took into the end phase. And we got another possible something, Marincess Seahorse, so it's good to see Marincesses, the other cards that Blue Angel uses. So you can special summon this card from your hand to a zone a Marincess Link monster points to. You can only special summon Marincess Seahorse once per turn this way. During your main phase, except the turn this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard to special summon any water monster from your hand a Marincess monster points to. White Magician Pickaroo, which during each of your standby phases you gain 400 points for each monster this points to, and Sea Archiver. So if a monster is no more special summoned to a zone a link monster points to, you can special summon this card, so it's a good extender. either from the graveyard or from the hand, but banish it when it leaves the field. And it's got 2100 defense. Oh, we have something. Dark Room of Nightmare. That's a great start. This could be, again, this could well be the shark card, or it could be, you know, one of the super rare Xyz monsters. So Dark Room of Nightmare, each time your opponent takes damage from a card effect, you inflict an additional 150 damage. Trickstar Divaridis. So it's 2 level 3 or lower Trickstar monsters. You can only control one of these cards. If this card is special summoned, you can inflict 100 damage to your opponent. If your opponent normal special summons a monster, you inflict an additional 100 points of damage. And it's Pale Zodiac Opabina. I believe that's how you pronounce that card. Dragon Piper. Destroy all face-up dragon capture jars on the field. If you destroy any, change all face-up dragon monsters on the field to attack position. Marincess Sea Star. You can send this card from the hand to the graveyard, target a Marincess monster, it gains 800 attack until the end phase, and you can only use this up to twice per turn. And Dark Angel, a level 5 Dark Fairy, which kind of looks a bit like, it looks like it has that background of Dream Mirrors. That's what the background looks like. When your favorite monster is targeted for an attack, you can tribute it and send this card from your hand to the graveyard. Target a face-up monster you control. Change the attack target to that monster. If you do, it gains attack equal to the original attack of the tributed monster. Okay, so if you have 2 monsters, one's targeted for an attack, you can discard this, and it gets additional attack points. It kind of also looks like a Trickstar card from the background. So that's also interesting. Oh, we have another something. So we have another Giant Gem, St. Joan, which requires Forgiving Maiden, and Dark Lord Marie, which is a different name. It's not Dark Lord Marie, it was Marie of the Fallen One, originally. And Daigusto Phoenix, 2 level 2 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach a Xyz material from this card. Target one face-up one monster you control. This turn, it can attack twice during each battle phase. This is a wind monster, so if you have Power of the Guardians, that can become, you know, quite strong. Poison of the Old Man, Marincess Sea Star, Trickstar Lilybell, all cards that we have pulled from previous sets. Dragon Capture Jar. Change all face-up dragon monsters on the field to defense mode, and they cannot change their battle positions. That's a bit trash. Doesn't even let you take over the monsters when they're destroyed. And Binary Sorceress. This card requires 2 monsters except tokens. Gains effects based on the number of cards this is co-linked. When a monster is co-linked to this card, your opponent's monster, and inflicts battle damage to them, you gain that much life points. Once per turn quick effect if you have 2. You can target 2 monsters you control until the end of the turn, half the attack of one, and if you do, add to the other. So it's basically a Ryoku in monster form. Giant Gem, White Magician Pikaru, and Restoration Point Guard, 2 Cybus monsters. Once per turn, if another Link monster is Link summoned, this card cannot be destroyed by battle card effects for the rest of the turn, but you would still take damage. If a Link monster that was Link summoned using this card is a material is destroyed by an opponent's card effect while this card is in the graveyard, you can special summon this card. So basically, if your opponent's Sakuratsu armors a card, basically you can bring this back as long as it's in your graveyard. And the last pack of this set is Emo Magician Kuran, so during your standby phase, inflict 300 damage for each monster they control, Dragon Capture Jar, and another Binary Sorceress. So that, for a first 10 packs, is unbelievable. We've already pulled the ultra rare, you know, main monster from this set, and we've pulled triple Giant Gems, so that's great. You know, we got a lot of great cards here. We also got a decent, well, we didn't get many Trickstars, but hopefully we'll get a few more. But that is hilarious, just how many we've gotten already from a mini box. So White Magician Pikaru, Brave Drive. So it's a Cybus monster, 1500 attack points. Once per turn when your Cybus monster declares an attack, you can discard one monster. That attacking monster gains 600 attack points until the end of the turn. So that's not too bad, that's alright. Trickstar Lilybell, we need different Marincesses. Fairy Archer, during the main phase, you can inflict 200 damage per opponent for each light monster you control. This card cannot attack during the same turn you activate this effect. That's pretty good, because with cards like White Magician Pikaru or even Trickstars, this would actually be really good. Trickstar Black Catbat. 2 Trickstar monsters. Each time a monster this card points to is destroyed by battle card effect and sent to the graveyard, inflict 100 damage to your opponent. Each time your opponent takes damage by Trickstar, face-up monsters they control lose 200 until the end of the turn. So the Holy Angel gains attack, and that one makes your opponent lose attacks. That's a pretty good combo between the two. Another Trickstar Rodode, Trickstar Magical Laurel, and Lightwave Tuning. It makes a level 4 light monster become a tuner while it is face-up on the field for a turn, I believe. Rub of Life. When a monster is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, discard your entire hand, minimum of 1. Target a monster, special summon it, and it permanently gains 800 attack points. That is not too bad as a monster reborn, if you need additional revival, but it can only be by battle, not card effect. Dark Angel, Trickstar, Divaritus, another one of those. Latency. So if this card is added from the graveyard to the hand by card effect, special summon it from your hand. If this card is summoned this way and sent to the graveyard as a link material, you can draw a card. And then the rest were cards we had. Oh, something we may have. Pale Zodiac Olenoides. Target one spell trap on the field, destroy it. So that's great back row removal. Once per chain when a trap is activated while this is in your graveyard, special summon this card as a normal Aqua type, level 2 with 1200 attack and defense of 0. Not treated as a trap if summoned this way, it's unaffected by monster effects, and banish it when it leaves the field. So it's another Pale Zodiac card. Threshold Borg, a Zypurse monster. If you control no cards, you can no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand by discarding a Cybers monster. All monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack. That isn't too bad. It's kind of like that one with the 2000 and you discard up to 2 to destroy spells and traps. It's not bad, but you have to discard a Cybers card, and on top of that, you have to it only makes your opponent lose 500 attack points compared to destroying 2 back row. So, depending on what you would rather put in instead. And then there's a bunch of cards that we already have, and some more right at the end. Okay, so we're already starting to see some cards that we already own. So, here we go. On to the next pack. No, I do not want to do that. My Norton just appeared and was like, do you want to do an update? I'm like, no. Hit Poshigan. 2 light monsters, so they all gain 500 attack defense. All dark monsters lose 400 attack defense. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target a light monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand, so it's a good Trickstar attack point increaser. And another one of those Cybers monsters. Skullangel allows us to draw a card. Oh, we've pulled something. This could be Shooting Kotorka. Dragon Piper, swap Cleric, and it is! It's Shooting Kotorka! So there we go. So that's another great ultra rare. So we've managed to pull a decent amount already. Dark Room of Nightmare, that's great. And Trickstar Candina. So when this card is normal summoned, you can add a Trickstar card. So it doesn't have to be a monster, it could be a spell trap. To your deck, from your deck to your hand. Each time your opponent activates a spell or a trap, inflict 100 damage immediately after it resolves. Trial of the Princess. Equip only to a White Magician Pirikuru or an Ebon Magician Kuran. It gains 800 attack. At the end of your battle phase, if the equipped monster is destroyed by a level 5 or higher monster, you contribute the equipped monster. Oh no, wait, sorry. If the equipped monster destroyed a level 5 or higher, by battle this turn, you contribute the equipped monster special summon from your hand or deck a Pikaru, or a, the Koran. Basically, it depends which one you play. I don't know why, my brain just got really confused by that then. But there we go. And now we're pretty much just getting cards that we already gotten, so nothing new. Oh, we may have something new here. Trickstar Narcissus, we already had one of those, and oh no, it was Trickstar Black Cat. And there was, oh sorry, I did skip a card right at the end here, Princess Kuran. So that is the other one, which inflicts 300 damage. Inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each monster they control. To be honest, they've lowered that. That's a Duel Links thing, because this inflicts 300 already. So this, so this probably inflicts 600 if this makes you gain 800 and the original makes you only gain 400. So Duel Links have basically made that trash. It should be at least 400. Oh, Velon Hydra, so that's a new card. Gains 300 attack for each monster co-linked to this card. Which isn't too bad, because it's got 1900. You can target a Link 3 or lower monster co-linked to this card to tribute it if you do special summon Velon tokens. Equal to the number of tributed monsters' Link rating. You cannot special summon monsters at the same Link rating as the targeted monster for the rest of the turn, and you can only use Velon. So, because it has an up arrow, you can tribute an opponent's monster and, you know, get a token instead. So that's pretty good. A pretty good card to get rid of maybe some of your opponent's pesky monsters in that zone. So it looks like now we're pretty much getting... Yeah, pretty much just getting cards that now we already own. Yep, so there we go. Starting just to get a lot of the same stuff. Got another of the Hydras. So nothing too crazy, nothing to write home about. It was just literally 2 brand new cards. So what I'll do is I'll open one more pack. We'll just open one more and we'll leave it there. I tried to keep it about halfway, save up as much as I can. So Cat Shark, we got a new card. So while this card has an Xyz material attached that was originally water, it cannot be destroyed by battle. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can detach an Xyz material from this card, then target a rank 4 or lower Xyz monster you control. Its attack and defense becomes double the original attack and defense until the end of the turn. So it's not too bad. And that is pretty much just the same cards. Same cards now. I think... Oh, here we go, Trickstar Bloom. So this requires 1 level 2 or lower Trickstar monster. If this card is link summoned, you can make your opponent draw a card. Which you wouldn't do. If a face-up Trickstar this card points to is destroyed by battle card effect, you can inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each card in their hand. Oh, I see. So inflicts... It's kind of like Restrictor Revolution in that respect. So you could add Restrictor Revolution, make them draw a card. Oh, we drew Mistar Boy, so we'll read that at the end. Oh, nope, here he is. 2 level 2, 2 water monsters. All water monsters gain 500 attack and defense. All fires lose 400 attack and defense. If it's destroyed by battle card effect, target a water monster in the graveyard and add it back to your hand. So there we go. I think that's all the attributes that we have so far, which is good, because I know we got... Who did we get last time? It was Mrs. Radiant and the fire one. It was, I can't think what it's called now. But there we go. So yeah, that's all the packs that I'm going to open. So I didn't get every single card, obviously. There are cards that we are missing. So for example, I'm missing a Lycoris, but I'll work on getting those, you know, off screen. So we can basically just get as many... you know, cards as possible. But for now, this will be probably tomorrow's video, so we can just edit and upload, and I will work on getting Blue Angel today, so look forward to that. But for now, this is O-Artistry. Please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this one, and as always, party on, peeps. See ya in the next video. Take care, guys.